be at 1.25% next year. OGM climate rate up to 4.25%.
What time is it here? Oh, quarter after, ready? Quarter after, ready. Sorry, buddy, that was me.
Good morning.
What's that? What's your, that's your Count Dracula impersonation?
Good morning. Why, yes.
The heat is getting to your mind over there.
Well,
You still drunk from last night? Is that what it is?
I did go out, but some interesting things happened last night, man. I had to duck out of there early, bro.
Well,
Yeah, some drama.
something you can't speak of?
Yeah, some drama, man. Some drama.
Female drama?
I don't like this fucking drama, bro.
Well, is there any other type of drama besides female drama?
I'm just trying to live, man. I'm just trying to scratch out a couple G's, go to fuck home, play some fucking Fortnite.
Fortnite? What?
I just started playing it last night, man. I'm addicted, bro.
Really?
Addicted to Fortnite right now.
Yeah, I played. Well, I didn't really give it time to.
Absolutely addicted. And then my daughter and I are like battling and shit. So it's half because of her.
Oh,
and
she
her,
plays it?
and her little sister. They all play it. Like they're addicted to this shit. All they want is money so that they can buy these stupid ass outfits.
That's the easy way to get the shit, right?
They can buy these stupid ass outfits on fucking Fortnite. Man.
They worry. Is it me or they worry about their attire and all the shit in the gaming world more than the real one?
This shit's crazy. Shit is wild. Anyways, let's talk markets here, ladies and gents. Here, let's take a look at BTC. BTC just had a little fall here, and it looked like it was going to dump here through 37, but it's already recouping pretty nicely here. But if you take a look at coin here off the open, I mean, again, it dropped out maybe about 3 points and then has since bounced. Now, SPY is the interesting thing to take a look at this morning because we gapped up here to about 456.5, similar to where we hit yesterday, and now we're coming in. So obviously the thing to pay attention to is the whatever that PCE shit, right? So let's take a look at this. Personal PCE index grew 3% over the year, down from 3.4, which excludes food and energy. Month over month, we rose a little bit. Core PCE is the inflation measure most often mentioned by Powell and is therefore closely watched here. As of Wednesday, markets were pricing in a 78% chance of an interest rate cut by the end of Fed's May meeting. So I don't know how the number reflected in that particular percentage here, but gauging the market's reaction, I don't think anybody gives a shit about what the actual number was. Any comments here from you, Jesus, about the PCE?
No. Well, it's going to be an interesting thing to keep an eye on today, as we spoke about, because the trend of inflation has been definitely going lower, which brings these rate cuts sooner. That's bullish. That's been the main driver behind the squeeze. This came in line So
Right, in line.
right. So this is a bullish takeaway, but if the market has trouble holding gains off repetitive bullish news, it could confirm a lot of the exhaustion signals we're seeing out there. But I think we're seeing a lot of things, and we'll get into that. I think we're seeing a lot of other things out there that confirm it, but it may not be what the bears are necessarily looking for over the short term. And we'll talk about that in a bit when you're ready.
Indeed. All right, so let's hit back to the news here. Salesforce here is the top of the fucking charts here today. Better than expected earnings. Company reported, so they beat on the top and the bottom line here. And then I think the showing progress. I think the guidance here was a lot better. And again, if you take a look at CRM, it's up fucking 20 points. And again, it's illiquid, so it's very easy to move this thing. You know, we've seen a lot of gaps like this recently, and they've continued. Not sure about this one, but open here to suggestions on this one. Are you guys trying to fade this, or are you guys going for further follow through? So take a look at that one. And then you got the snow. And then you got the snow. So the snow is up as well. Let's take a look at what they went ahead and say there. But again, the stock's up about 10 or 12 points there. Snowflake stock gains. Let's take a look at this. Strong quarter here. Again, beat top and bottom line here. And I think there was some flow on this thing, right, Jesus, on the snow?
Yeah, there was a little pre-earnings flow, some flow prior. But then again, a lot of these larger tech names have seen some bullish action. The reason why we really didn't talk much about the CRM flow is because it came, with earnings coming up here.
Okay, let's take a look at this Ford and the GM here. Ford here is in the news here because I don't know. There's some profit hit from the strike here, but I don't think anybody gives a shit. If you take a look at that GM, this thing is still pretty bullish considering it held the whole rally. And the CEO said he doesn't give a shit about Tesla's Cybertruck. Speaking of not giving a shit, Musk said what last night on CNBC, bro?
Yeah, I'm not one to pay attention to those interviews, because everybody's talking about it and annoys the shit out of me. But I kind of watched it. He was getting a little frisky. It was interesting,
So you actually watched it?
I actually, not live. I watched it. It just happened to be on my phone, and I ended up sitting through because it was getting a little interesting. But the takeaway was basically telling everybody to go fuck themselves. Which is humorous,
Hutch is saying he just posted it. I don't know where the hell he posted it, but apparently he told advertisers to go fuck themselves.
Yeah, he
on
told
CNBC.
To go fuck themselves. He said there are a lot of pretenders, pro helping the environment, help this, help that. I'm someone who does, not just say they do and pretends to do, so they can go fuck themselves.
Kind of comedy, and I guess they couldn't. And he apparently said, "F you" to Disney as well.
Yeah, so the CEO Iger, not Iger, the other guy, Iger, whatever.
Mass cancellation of Disney subscriptions after Elon Musk's interview.
That's hysterical.
Let's take a look at Disney here to see if the stock is even down. It's not down at all here. That is comedy. Absolutely comedy. Who said finance wasn't fucking funny? Take a look at Boeing. Ron Cheryl, I want to hear your opinion about this. This is your boy, bro. This ain't my boy. This is your boy.
I mean, all right. So I start with the big picture. I mean, look at what they did. We traded condors forever. We had the breakout. We all got caught. We made a little bit of money on the break, and it didn't keep going. And then they just freaking hit everybody over the head. Now all they've done is brought it right back to where we were. So I am suspicious, but the trend and the technicals say that Boeing keeps going. So, can we get through this area and get to 267.5 again? I don't know, but that's kind of what I'm looking at. And maybe they take it for a run. You had a lot of call buyers yesterday, right? So they've been, and the call buyers and the put buyers have historically been shit at picking this. So why, you know what I mean? Like I'm still at a loss right now.
Indeed. All right. Moving on here, we got the pins and the snap upgrade. If you take a look at pins here, it's trading 34 here. Snap is up another 3% here. And again, the swing trade on these names is the way to do it. Oil here. Let's take a look at oil here because USO, had a nice move yesterday, nice comeback, and is gapping up here today on oil here. If you take a look at banks here as well, banks are still trading pretty well. If you look at Citigroup, JPM, they're all gapping up here this morning as well. So you might continue to see that rotation into banks and possibly oil. My top trade, if oil continues here and if 146 breaks on CVX, is long the CVX. So that's one of the top ideas that I have today. Besides that, let's take a look at the Fat Man names. Fat Man names sold off this shit, and I'm still holding some Microsoft short, which I'm getting nowhere on anyway. Other than that, let's pass it off here to Jesus here for the morning action.
All right, hang on. Well, how much time is it? 4 minutes. All right, let me try to just breeze through this because you got a couple of interesting nuggets here. All right, quickly, we're talking about here. This chart you're looking at is Gamma. This is a chart from Goldman, a trader out of Goldman. Just giving the reasoning behind this type of price action, right? You had a vicious squeeze, a lot of offside positioning that came with it, a lot of unwind, and now we're at a phase where Gamma is playing a huge part here in the stickiness, right? You got bulls looking for the follow through to the upside, bears looking for exhaustion and a flush to the downside, and according to Goldman, you got Gamma as what is it here? Let me some of the longest Gamma positioning we have in the entire Goldman Gamma data set, going back to August 19 when people started to follow this Gamma shit. So in simple English, and he puts it here in layman's terms, for every plus or minus 1% move in SPX, right, market makers need to sell and buy, do the opposite, 8 billion delta, okay? So you got up market makers got a hedge by selling into it. Down market makers got a hedge by buying into it, right? So what's that do? Creates that stickiness where you don't get that follow through flush or upside. And a lot of people who know a lot more about Gamma than I do, it's not really my cup of tea, but they say it's unlikely, barring any vol catalyst that shows up and kind of shocks the market, this is probably what you're likely to see going up until the December expiration, which is a huge monthly expiration for the end of the year. Okay, and quickly, some other really key things. Financial conditions, you guys know, I follow it really closely. I think it's the main catalyst of the last few years throughout the bear cycle. They have really loosened up, right? And that's a really bullish thing. Financial conditions loosen, risk assets go higher, financial conditions tighten, and the opposite happens. What's interesting is the Fed, and we've got a lot of Fed speak, they're not combating that. They usually walk things back, talk things back when things loosen or tighten too much, like we've just seen the opposite into the lows. Financial conditions tightened. They got more dovish to loosen it up. It's really interesting. Now, do they know something we don't know? Is there a rollover coming in the economy? Why are they allowing financial conditions to remain this loose, at least for now? So something to keep in mind. Okay, and again, people get more bullish because rate cuts come sooner as well. So that's what they're paying attention to. And more importantly, to go with the Gamma theme, you got a lot of sentiment and positioning stuff that's been a real bullish catalyst. AAII, another bump up in bulls, 48.8, quote 49% bulls. That's the highest of this in this rally, right? That's the sentiment survey that comes out every week. So more bulls there, usually where markets tend to get tired. And lastly, you guys are going to enjoy this as the market opens right now. Hedge funds, right? This is exposure in single names. We talk about it every single day. They were short out the eyeballs in individual names. Guess what they did? They capitulated. And you can see right there on the spike of the chart. Right? So no longer short individual names, now have got aggressively long into this rally, which usually is a sign of less upside, and more stickiness to go with that gamma feed. I'm done.
All right. Let's take a look at this open here. See what's going on. Microsoft here popped a little bit off the open. 450. Remember, I mean, lows yesterday were around 454 here for SPY, so don't be looking for too much there. I'm watching the CVX here off the open here. Ranchero, what are you watching?
I bought some SPY yesterday at the close. The run up that you and I were looking for did not show up until after the close, and that was my hunch. So I just waited for the market to close yesterday, and I went long Friday SPY 455s, and I'm just seeing if we get some more run out of it here, or do I take them off with a small profit? But these gaps have been frustrating because you don't get to participate. And all day yesterday, the action that I saw suggested to me that it should have gotten a pop at the end of the day, and it didn't. This is what they do. So fuck you. I'll wait for the close. I know I got 15 minutes after the bell closes. I'll take it, and I'll look to bank it. So I'll play their game. That's what I'm doing.
Nice. Microsoft SPY here already coming back up. Microsoft here already cleared the move here in the pre-market. If you take a look at the pins off the open, this shit is strong and this shit is moving, man. This shit is moving. Now they're going for it.
Buying too on the
Oh man, this snapped. So these two names here, Chef Boyardee here on the fucking Pinterest here. See if you can get a dip, and again, maybe shoot for this one on the dip. But again, it's tough to trade this thing intraday. Hands down, it is tough to trade this thing intraday. I'll tell you what, right now though, my daughter's account is looking pretty sweet.
Oh yeah.
Well, you better book it and buy her that little BMW and send her to the correct college.
Man, shit, she ain't getting no damn BMW. Okay, let's just stop all that conversation here now.
Jay, come on, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree. Take advantage while you can here. You can always swing back on it.
34.80 here on Pinterest. Holy shit! I'm gonna go ahead and sell my options. I'm going to go ahead and cover the option on it. But I'm still holding the.
What do you have in the option? Leaps?
I had the Januaries. I had the Januaries. That was quite the run off the open on the pins. Quite the run. And, but the options are very illiquid there too. Let's take a look at that CRM 251 at the high end of the pre-market here. Let's pop in on that VVOS. Let's see what's going on. 27 on that VVOS comedy.
Oh, it's in the 20s now, is it?
Yo, update on the boy. He probably made a good 5-6 million on this shit.
He locked it in. That's what he was looking for, right?
And that's
thought he wanted 10 to 20.
Pretty serious.
Walking around money. Tesla's peeling off a little bit here.
Yeah, Tesla was one of the few names. Again, was more of that spec put buying, but had some put buying. You got that Cybertruck shindig going on today.
The shindig.
He was gassing it up yesterday in that interview.
I saw one a couple of weeks ago. I was cruising through Menlo Park, not far from where they have their used to have their headquarters, and that thing is freaking ugly.
What is it? Like it looks like a mini tank, right? Like in person.
Yeah, it's to me, it's stupid looking.
Yeah, I think we got a little cute with that shit.
Pins here is showing no signs of slowing down. Snapchat, $14, guys. $14 on the Snapchat. 14 bones on the motherfucking Snapchat.
I know a couple guys caught a nice biotech takeout. I think a few people in the room too caught it. IMGN. Look at that, Lucci Montero.
Yeah, I saw that catch. I saw Immunogen catch action the other day, and I did nothing about it. And damn.
Yeah. A couple of biotech guys who follow the biotech closely. And NF, who's active biotech player in the room, that's basically our go-to biotech analyst. He was talking about exactly this because we were asking why there was some decent looking buying in it. Why would it show up in his name? And he said it was a takeover target, and go figure.
Okay. All right. Taking a look back at the market here, we are slowly kind of selling here, but I wouldn't trust it if you were looking for the short, of course, because shorts get absolutely fucking smacked on this shit. Chris here is calling out SMH. Let's take a look at Nvidia and AMD. These things are just kind of chilling. Intel, remember from yesterday, still kind of holding. So this thing still looks fine. MU here still whatever. Taking a look back at that CVX, 145.5 on that CVX. I kind of like it. I kind of like it. So if we were to pull up the
OPEC news going on here.
Okay. What's that news?
OPEC, there's a meeting there. So you got agrees on extra supply cuts. OPEC.
Huh. Okay. I bought a small 5 lot on the CVX just to kind of mess with it a little bit. I want to keep pins on the radar here. 34.5. You get a dip by. Okay. Let me pull up this USO. USO, man, oil still looks fucking strong, bro. Still looks fucking strong. Very impressive. I must say.
Yeah, yesterday you guys had the best entry you could possibly get on a short intraday, and besides, if you had to take it, right, the scalp, otherwise it was agony. Agony. So that's kind of the problem here. A market could definitely go red, and you see a little bit of weakness might be worth a trade, but you probably got to lock that in.
I'm still holding these little shorts here.
What were you short? Spy? You were short a name.
Spy and Microsoft.
Oh, Microsoft. Yeah.
Spy and Microsoft, which are, doing nothing. Pins here, you got a decent pullback here. I would imagine Snap, you probably got a decent pullback there too. 1390 on the Snap. So pins and Snap here have since pulled back here. So just keep an eye on those. Watching the tape on the CVX though, I like it.
That crowd, some out of the money lotto action, they could be rolling up in those crowds.
I'm gonna buy some more.
What the fuck, internet? Come on.
And y'all worried about. You know what the great thing is y'all are like, is there internet in Puerto Rico? Is there? And then y'all fucking internet in the States, this shit doesn't fucking work ever. Fucking herbs. Microsoft here with the dump. Spy here with the dump here as well.
Comcast? Fuck you, Comcast.
Wow.
You got a firm, a little protection as well. Tesla, some more put buying. Again, you got that Cybertruck event today.
Remember, Comcast is more worried about theme parks right now, son. They don't give a shit about you. AMD, that
they never give a shit about me.
This fade is interesting, guys. Fade is very interesting. It's very interesting. You got a CVX pop, and meanwhile, look at this Microsoft here, man. This is, I don't know, man. Similar action to yesterday.
Yep, I was just going to say that.
Similar action to yesterday where they rotate certain shit. If you look at oil here, the oil is just looking okay. Right? So I'm gonna buy some more CVX. I got a 30 lot of CVX, and then I still got Spy and Microsoft here. The Microsoft, in reality, I want to hold it, but maybe I should just cover it. Here's the low from yesterday on the Microsoft. Let me cover some of this. Let me fucking be smart, like I wasn't yesterday. Like I was not yesterday. I sold some of the Microsoft here. Okay, we also got the SPY puts there as well. Let me sell some of the SPY puts. But the tape looks okay. Anybody in the CVX with me? Everybody in the CVX with me. I like the CVX. 146 now on the CVX. Microsoft here almost at lows. John Smith is in the AMD, which I like. I like because this one's a laggard. This one hasn't sold yet. Meanwhile, if you look at Amazon, Google here, they're starting to dump it.
Yeah, we saw absolutely no call buying in these mega caps yesterday, probably all week. It's been really light action. Some of them catching put buying, right?
What do you got?
On Microsoft.
What do you got?
I bought small, 147 puts.
PMI due out here on the quarter hour in a few minutes. Typically, subscribers get that number in hand a few moments ahead of the quarter hour.
Yo, Dip, it's not Anibal that's leaving. It's Joette. What a herb. What a herb.
And you got some more, a little more economic data coming out too.
Yo, we got that ISM coming out too, right?
Yeah, ISM or PMI, one of those.
Nice hit on Tesla, John Smith. Nice hit on Tesla. Guys, 5-point dump there on Tesla. Very interesting. Very interesting.
Tesla, some more put buying. Speaking of Tesla. Oh, that's a block. No, sweet. December 235 puts.
Watches Netflix at the low day.
Yeah, so you got a lot of puts coming out on the tech names, it seems. You got Tesla puts 235s here for next week, and it's about $1 million, so that's pretty impressive.
Yeah. They've been hitting these things, some of them in the money too, trying to catch that high delta.
They've been hitting them. They've been hitting them. Let's take a look at oil here. Oil kind of dumping back here, so I don't know how much of relief rally we're going to continue to get on that CVX, but I am holding. Let's pull up that Microsoft here. Microsoft just kind of chilling. Let's take a look at the pins here. 34 and change, just kind of chilling. Now, with SPY back kind of to the lows of yesterday's session, this is starting to look kind of interesting.
Got some put buying coming into Ford. I think Ford is up, I think.
Natalia, we got a big number there on the Fat Man names. I mean, I'm already short. Yeah, you know, in physicality and in the market. You know, anybody? No.
In favor.
Oh, I get it.
Okay.
I got it.
Nobody. I mean,
I got it.
Wow.
Short like your pecker.
Wow. That's
You hit
where
the
we're
gas
going.
early, Jay.
That's where we're going today. Ain't that
Hit the gas early.
shit? Wow. Wow. Okay. Let's see what we got here.
Google, a little weekly put activity coming in there.
Google was one of the weaker ones. Where's that CRM? 250 on that CRM holding. Let's take a look at these
You
banks.
got the PMI coming out now, Luke.
PMI.
Tesla, look at this guy. What is he doing? What the fuck? 175, 31 cents.
You notice how quick the selling is too. Right off the open, boom. And now watch, we'll have such shit action. J-Dub is talking about CVX struggling at 146 to break it. I agree. You got a SPY pop here. No surprise. No surprise. Again, the second you think you got it.
And you got some profit taking in that IMGN, the Jan 16s that they played.
Look at this Tesla bet. Look at this Lotto Tesla bet going for end of December.
That's a must hater right there, right?
That's an advertiser right there. That's an advertiser.
Exactly.
That's an advertiser right there. That is an advertiser. That is definitely an advertiser. All right. Let's take a look at this CVX again. I mean, I still like it. Oil here is kind of pulling back though. So if you take a look at XOM, it's bullish to some extent. So it's not this is not the easiest trade here, I would say. Not the easiest trade. Chicago PMI. Yeah, AMD, remember, is a laggard, right? So they didn't sell this thing yesterday, and they popped it all the way up to 125. I like this thing to go back to like 120, but you really got to buy some time if you're going to fucking short. And then if you're going to hold the short, it's not fucking easy.
Well, that's what I was referring to earlier. Your experience yesterday, and you had the best entry. Right? You guys
I had a great entry, and I still couldn't fucking hold that shit.
Cutting output by 1 million barrels per day, Russia by
You know what I mean?
0.5 million barrels per day, and others to cut more. There's more reporting here coming out of the.
Okay, we got some Q puts coming in here, and that's for a week out, 380. So they're doing exactly what we're talking about.
2023, as expected, Saudi, Russia have been cutting by additional 500 million. And some more reporting in line what we've seen previously that those
nice pop
the reason the Russians are going to be carried over.
Shut the fuck up.
And others are going to be cutting.
See, I told you, the guy's annoying.
Yeah, there's a lot going on this morning.
I felt
that PMI was a monster beat, right? Almost.
I felt like Elon Musk right there. John Smith is saying Lucci, but with SPY jumping like beheaded rooster, had to protect profits like a beheaded rooster. Wow, that's quite colorful.
The dreaded beheaded rooster.
Usually you would use the chicken, but you went with the rooster on that one. That's
long run now down about a full point, the yield back to 4.5% after that significantly
stronger PMI. So now you got yield perking up and people looking for slow economic data. That wasn't it.
Huh. Interesting. Huh.
Looks like they're still sticking with the Qs for protection, put sweeps.
Stick with them Qs. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm going to hold here for now. Just hold what I got here for now. I'm short. Remember, I'm short the Microsoft. I'm short the SPY. This CVX just kind of punked out. So if it can't hold a half here, I will get the hell out.
And we're buying Schlumberger energy in.
SLB, that's an energy name, but that's January. This energy name is looking good. Take a look at Schlumberger. Slumber.
And saw some action yesterday. Let's see, did they stick? Yep, December 52.5 yesterday, about 2,100 added to OI.
Leah's talking about the coin there. You know, I like it. It's just fucking hard to trade, man. Hard to trade. Pop. This CVX is meh. It's fucking meh. I'm gonna dump half of the CVX here. Dump half of that CVX. All right, let me pull up some SPX. Let's pull up our GEX tool here and see what's going on. All right, let's see what's going on here in Gamma World here. Let's take a look at SPX. All right, and again, folks, this is the tool that we just recently built out inside the room. Let me get rid of the rest of my CVX. I'll keep it down to 7. Okay, so green here is your call walls here. Red here is your put walls. If we trade below these put walls, chances are every time we kind of come back to them, that acts as your sort of resistance. Here we're trading significantly below here. This is kind of the first time we've seen this. Let's take a look at SPY. So put wall here we got at 454. As you know, 454 is a big level, considering we couldn't break it yesterday. So we got to see if we can at least test or hang around at those levels. Just check out the Qs. Same thing here. So again, you usually bounce at these areas. Let's take a look at Tesla. Tesla hit the put wall and then bounced off there as well. That was a quick one on the Tesla there too. But again, this is something that we use here for intraday trading, especially if you guys trade zero DTE. Zero DTE options. One of our boys in the Steam room here is calling out the VVOS. Now, this VVOS was quite the play here yesterday. It was hilarious to watch this thing yesterday. I don't know how many of you guys were watching this, but it was quite entertaining. The VVOS here, you can see it's kind of popping here. So it pre-market traded down to about 25. And is now trading up to about 31. I think this is a great pop to short. So if you can get
and you shorted yesterday,
I didn't play it. I didn't play it at all. And let me see if I can get shares short today. Let's take a look at this VVOS. And let's see, valid share number, VVOS. Let's take no shares available. No shares available, and that's on Atlas. Let's see if we can get it on a different one. Okay. So leverage, yeah, it's about 300% overnight, but yeah, you can get shares short. Nice spy pop here. Very nice spy pop here. As we can, let's move over to SPX here on them. We're almost closing in on that put wall there on SPX. AMD, somebody's got a target for 118. No doubt. Let's take a look at that CVX. Not doing anything. Piece of shit. Goldman Sachs and Bank of America. These things are still trading fine. Nice rotation there. Let's take a look back at the pins here. Pins here finally is getting a dip by here. Snap here trading the stronger of the two. The strong
Intel buying with time, September's repeat buying in Intel.
Okay. Repeat buying on the Intel, huh? 44 and change. Let's take a look back at that CRM. CRM not really doing much. Notice SPY, though. Again, trapping shorts. Melly's down 20, which is nothing. For her. She don't care. Ranchero, what do you got?
I just grabbed some CRM puts.
Ooh. Okay, Ranchero's in the CRM puts. Ranchero is in the CRM puts.
I followed that line 242 and a halves because if this thing dumps out, that'll be a double if it dumps out. But I just got a little 10 lot starter. We'll see what happens.
Las Vegas Sands. Where is that? Let's see. So you got LVS, December 29th, 47. Las Vegas Sands. You also got a size block there.
Futures are rebounding here off the early session low is about 150, 60 points. The S&P back in positive territory.
You would think here with the SPY pop.
Gold was up about 1%.
So you got 16,000 of the LVS line I just posted. Let me see, you had a size block go off as well for almost 12,000. Not a sweep, a block. The sweep I posted.
Pending home sales.
10 a.m. we got pending home sales, which is going to tell us absolutely nothing.
LVS sold off yesterday. If you remember, Edelson's wife is selling LVS a piece to buy the Mavericks from Cuban, a piece of the Mavericks.
I believe the way you say it is Adelson. Is it Edelson? Edelson?
Adelson? Who gives a rat?
Check out Goldman Sachs, folks. Check out Goldman Slizzies.
Yeah, look at Schwab.
Let's take a look at Schwab. Look at Schwab, bro. Whoa.
Wow.
Right?
Whoa.
What the fuck?
Actually goes up. Yeah, these banks, some of them look okay.
Hello, darling.
Some of them look okay. What's GameStop doing today? Eh? Knocked down a little. They definitely don't have that excitement off the open, but maybe they buy cyclicals off the strong PMI. That kind of LVS would fit that theme. You got a little adding in GM. There's been some squeeze positioning there. Quite a nice squeeze yesterday.
Colombia.
We're going to get unemployment data out of Colombia. Oh, boy.
Colombia.
Man, y'all, if y'all haven't been to Medellin, bro, Jesus.
We've got some people that we are friends with that live in Cartagena, so that's on our list probably next year.
Bro.
The CVE, that's an energy name, underbelly energy name, up today, caught some decent action yesterday. Charlie Victor Elephant. I held back from doing too much damage there.
Okay.
How are you chewing on all that? Yeah, what about you saying something?
I got nothing, man. I'm back to nothing.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot. The only thing LVS, I'm not crazy about the block making up the bulk of the volume there. The only thing I'm seeing on my end.
I'm going to dump the rest of the CVX that I got.
Even the protection, well, we weren't seeing a lot of it, but the little bit of protection we were seeing early, that dried up.
All right. If we're of rally now, what do you buy? That Snapchat maybe? But nah, that's a tough one. How's that CRM going there, Ranchero?
Yeah, it's working right now.
Okay.
So it just crossed the low for the lows where they opened it up. So
All righty.
Abbott Labs catching some spec action, weeklies, ABT.
Spec it.
2,700 of those weeklies that just hit the board. You got the Dow reading so far this morning.
Oh, and Colombian data are on the top of the hour. Pending home sales expected down 2% month over month and 8.8% year over year. Minus 1.5% month over month and minus 6.6% year over year, both slightly better than expected. Back months were revised from 1.1% to 1% and negative 13.1% to negative 13.3% in the pending home sales data.
That VFS had news, right, this morning? That EV play. Was it Vietnamese EV play?
Oh, what was that one again?
VFS, Victor Frank Sam.
VFS, yeah.
VV as in victory.
Yep. fucking program down.
Mexico, October.
Yeah, it looks like just but NASDAQ program down. Oh, ES2? Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it's by 2. By 2. Microsoft kind of close in on the lows. I'm not convinced here that you're really going to get a stretch though. CVX popping back up here. I'm gonna try this one more time. I'm just gonna buy a 5 lot. USO here climbing back here. That XOM still looking pretty strong. So I'm gonna go for round 2 on the CVX. It's light size though.
Yep. So far early, but you got energy, financials, some of healthcare, the industrials showing strength, and the big guys in tech weakness. Some weakness in the semis as well today.
All right, Microsoft here. You got another program down here on SPY.
Amazon, deep in the
Shit.
money.
Now this fucking Microsoft is going. Damn, I don't want to chase the lows though. I covered my friggin' whole position. I fucking
Do
hate
it.
this, bro. Fucking hate this market.
Do it. Chase the lows.
I'm not gonna chase the lows. Silver's caught the high there, of course. Luciano is saying MSTR is down 2%. I mean,
The Bitcoin play.
it's a
Oh, well, your boy bought some more Bitcoin.
yeah, man. I seen he bought another fucking what 15,000 or something like that.
Talk about it.
Woo,
Just,
woo.
like, what happens to his life if Bitcoin ever shits the fan over there?
I mean,
But he's been down that path. I saw
Yeah.
him. I thought he was gone on the internet bubble.
he said his cost. They said his cost was like down at 3,000-4,000. Now they're saying his cost is at 30,000. How does that make sense? That shit don't make sense to me. That math is not mathing right there, bro. That shit ain't mathing right there. All right. Yeah, Bruce, he's up a ton, man. Bruce got to be up a ton right now. AMD back at lows. You got the Meta here pushing lows. You got the Google here pushing lows.
Yeah, and they don't seem too excited on the buy side. At least sweepers. You know, it looks like cyclicals are what they're going to need to buy, and you got a little energy bull flow, LVS. That's it. I haven't been big fans of the cyclicals, that's for sure.
Nvidia here trading 474. So this is recent lows here on Nvidia. Recent lows. I'm going to pull up this Microsoft here. All right. All right. I mean, so far, all the pops here have been sells. It's just,
Now confirming that the OPEC plus.
and it's all, it's fat men selling mostly.
That's it. Yeah, you got S&P
Yep.
500 flat.
Yep.
The Dow up 250.
Yep. Goldman Sachs, meanwhile, is up a cool 4 points. And there's your SPY pop right on time.
Right on cue.
Right on time. Now, here's another program that you may want to short into. Maybe. I don't know. I
It's
don't know
hard
what
to handicap these indexes. I don't know, man.
Raider here is saying the only thing working for him right now is the BA. Oh, wow. BA.
Yeah,
still
that's
holding.
exactly it. Cyclical Dow. BA, he said, right?
Yeah, he said BA. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cyclical Dow. That's El Salvador, Bruce. That would be El Salvador, Bruce. He's saying, I wonder what happened to the president of the South American country that bought BTC and his position. I don't know if his I don't know what his average is.
Yeah. El Salvador, right?
I don't know what his average is. All right, so there's your pop there to short on SPX. Silvers is saying 45.38, load the boat, scalp long. But he's just talking about scalping, and that's on SPX at 45.38, which is 10 handles down. Interesting. I'm wondering why he's looking at that level, but again, to each his own. All traders have their own fucking shtick. What shtick I have, shit, I lost a couple years ago, so I'm still trying to find a shtick. Clau is saying, gracias, Ranchero, for your put call on CRM. Really nice one. Let's check back in with Ranchero here. How's that going?
Nice. Good job on the CRM.
Nice.
I've got to sell on it at 99 cents. So we'll see if we get a little bit more flush on it.
Alrighty.
I like, remember we were talking about some of the trash names. One of the trash names that I like on a pullback like this is TTD. So we'll see. I wouldn't mind picking this up with a little bit of time at an area similar to this. So if they don't just sell this shit off, and what I like is I got Silvers in here saying to buy SPX on that 45.38. He's talking about that being a technical level. It's the 8 EMA on the daily on SPX. So when he susses that stuff out, I pay attention.
Yeah, is saying on the Netflix, nah, it's not fast enough, bro. And I don't like these. I don't like the tape on these. On the Fat Man stuff or on the put side. Buying puts is not that easy. You know, you really got to do some tight scalps here, in my opinion. Pins here slowly fading, as well as most of this other shit. Let's take a look back at USO. XOM is at highs, right? XOM is at highs. USO still looks good. I still think I got a better shot here on the CVX. Problem is, I don't want to get too heavy. So let's see what happens here. Let's take a look at the Microsoft again. It's holding 378. I don't know, man. I don't see SPY really selling today. I could be completely wrong, but I don't know.
Netflix just broke the lows, guys.
Chris is saying Netflix just broke the lows, but again, pennies here.
475, so you can go to 472.
Meh. But let's see. I'll tell you what I love. I love selling the call.
Are you gonna spec name seeing some play GoTo, GOTU? That's another one of those China online education plays.
We got 1,800 saying good morning, just here to learn. Nice. Welcome. We're about to move over to the steam room here, but Bruce is looking to short some Adobe. Some of that Adobe. Nice.
All right, there goes your CRM. I booked some profits.
Nice.
And we'll see.
Okay, so I see you booked that. You're out of that.
Yep.
Nice.
It's a good feeler. I mean, I felt like I was late to that trade. If it had popped back up to the VWAP, maybe I could have added, but nah.
Are you short Netflix? Okay,
Am
Chris
I?
is in short some Netflix. No,
That's a good trade. Got you.
You got a monster call spread in the biotech for you biotech fans out there in a cheapie. IOVA. Irene Oscar Victor Apple.
IOVA. Interesting.
All the
CVX.
biotech's getting a little frisky.
Biotech getting frisky.
CVX still can't do it. I don't like this price action in general, so I'm just going to sit back and chill here for now. I'm watching the Microsoft again. It's slow, so you got to buy time here if you're gonna really lean into it. I think this is going to be more kind of slim pickings here. So I'm just
SJ Smuckers seeing some unusual buying. Campbell's Soup seeing an unusual sweep. Do they have earnings? Let me see. They both have earnings. 12.5 and 12.6.
I'll tell you what. The second Fat Man stops selling or starts, going higher. Look out! Look out, shorts. Is all I'm going to say.
A little more Intel flow. Feds.
JP is saying, "What up with Snap?" I mean, Snap is just snapping, bro. I mean, it had the gap up and now it's fading. This is what they usually do: trap everybody on these fucking.
They're tough names to trade intraday. Those names. It's tough. Now, let me tell you from experience, they're really difficult. Those things. They're appetizing because they're cheap, but you chase a gap in that thing, you're pulling your hair out of your head.
Man, that's funny considering we haven't seen you make a trade since fucking 2021.
Intel, a little more size there now. Fed 60s. How do you buy Intel here? Look at that. That's tough though. But you got some more buying here. Fed 50s. Yeah, all the same line. Definitely some buying in that name though. Continues. Here's what that chart looks like. Let me put the total up there for you guys.
Intel. Somebody just is that you that just posted it?
Is he serious right now, this guy?
Yeah, man. My
bad. That's all he does. Bust my chops all day long. All day long, this guy.
Anyways, as we said on the Fat Man there, because you're not, you see what I'm saying? This tape ain't just,
Tough.
It just ain't it. If you're gonna short, it just ain't it. And I'm talking about,
like you said, if you can find the right entry, you can scalp it. No,
absolutely.
Nice scalp. Montero had a nice scalp just now.
Absolutely, you got to take it though.
Take it. Yep, exactly.
What's so funny?
Take your money.
Oh. Fuck. You got out of your short?
I got out half.
Nice. DFS, little flow there. I like Dan Ives is pumping this thing.
You know what I think is going to happen, and it sounds crazy. I think we go back to pre-market highs, or at least the day highs, which is like 456. I think we go up there. I don't think this is a fucking sell at all.
I mean, look at this. We're up a little, right? We're not even down. I think the NASDAQ is down.
I don't think this is a sell at all. And here we go.
Yeah, look at the industrials approaching up 300.
There it is.
Netflix rejected. It's not that low.
Chris is talking about his short on Netflix. I'm actually all that Intel that you called out there, Jesus.
Yeah.
This thing is now starting to trade really interesting. What's a super bullish name that they're just buying right now, regardless of market? Is it banks? Nah.
Well, they're rotating into those spots of recent here. Banks, cyclicals, Boeing,
Yeah.
those type of names.
Yo,
No.
you know what the crazy thing on oil, man, is that they're buying SLB, they're buying XOM, and nobody is buying CVX, bro. Nobody. So I'm in the wrong oil name, is what's going on here. I'm in the wrong fucking oil name. It ain't the one. I'm gonna start going long SPX, real small size. Next dump here, I'm gonna add. I think we're going to 456 on SPY. Let's take a look at the GEX tool here before we cut out for the sesh. And again, this GEX tool is what we use to measure gamma and where dealers are kind of screwed. Let's just add another one. Here's the 455. Let's go for the, I think that's the opening print right there, actually, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. We've crossed back through that put wall there. Call wall has moved up here to 445.70. Let's take a look at this buy here, 456. 456, you know, we couldn't bust down. So now we get this range here. And Q's up to 390, which I think is doable here. All right, guys, we are going to slowly start making our way to the steam room here. Remember, guys, you can access the trial here, and if you are interested here, the trial is for $8, and you get 2 weeks. All righty, we're also going to start cutting the time here on the live stream here, folks, too. And again, you know, this is the point here.
You've been doing this for a while now, right?
Yeah, the point here is that you guys end up in the steam room with us. J-Dub here is talking about the Visa. This is just like everything else, bro. You can't short this thing yet. Amazon is green, by the way. Let's take a look at the Google. Google's got a decent bounce. Let's take a look at that AMD. AMD also decent bounce. Look at the Microsoft options, man. They were trading up to $3 and now getting killed. As soon as Fat Man stopped selling, guys, that was it. It's a wrap. Motherfucking wrap.
And you got that whole gamma trade, too, playing the
Wrap it up.
Motherfucking wrap.
Sticky shit.
Motherfucking wrap.
VFS, a little more VFS. Did I post the lines on that page? I think I did, right? Victor, Frank, Sam. March 10s, weekly 9s, December 7.5s, leading the way. VFS, Victor, Frank, Sam.
Victor, Frank, Sam. New England clam chowder. GME. Remember, GME last couple of days has been real strong here. Finally had the pullback here on the GME. Finally. Tesla. Look at the comeback on Tesla. Your 3-point run. Ha ha.
What time is that event, by the way? Anybody have any idea?
I don't know, man. But does anybody have a Cybertruck? Can I get up in one of them things, man? Let me borrow that shit. I'm gonna buy this SPY dip here because I think we're going higher.
Silver's told you to load up. Do not ignore the man.
Yeah, but he said load up at 45.38, which we never hit.
Fair enough. It's an area. It's part art, part science.
Anyways,
I don't even know what the fuck it's called.
yeah, 2 p.m. 2 p.m. for the Tesla event. 2 p.m.
Oh, thank you. 2 p.m.
2 p.m., bro. CVX, another rejection. Another rejection. You know, and this oil's not even down. Anyways.
Hey, Jay.
Yo.
I'm posting something in the room for you because because this phonetic alphabet, I need you to study, bro. I need you to memorize.
Oh, no, I like mine. Oh, there is.
I need you to memorize this shit.
I didn't even know that. There's a structured way of doing it.
You're driving me crazy, bro. Come on.
I thought the whole goal to it was to make make people remember what letters you're implying, right? So if I say like, A for amen or A for apple, if I say A for ass, right? You said ass. I remember that. You see the logic there?
I see that perhaps you still use coloring books that have numbers to get the correct color in the spaces.
Some repeat buying in that VRT, Victor, Robert, Tom. I think a couple of you are holding this name longer term or been it. VRT.
Richard Vargas is saying, "Do we have a link for the trial?" Is he? I mean, you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? But yeah, my peoples are going to put this up for you. There's the link for the trial right there. So look on the screen there, and you'll see sanglucci.com/live stream.
Seeing additional commentary here from the Ford CFO saying that Inflation Reduction Act is driving a, quote, tremendous amount of demand from commercial customers. That's Ford, take a ref.
Crazy thing is, though, and it's true, if the shit ain't clickable, people are just like, yo, you got a link? Yo, you got a link? Yo, you got a link? Like, if you send them the link, but it's not clickable, they're like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you? You got
Yeah, of course. I get it.
Give me that shit again. And again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again.
Put these.
Guys, CVX is clearly not a long yet. We're too early. Fat man here still kind of.
That's a sweet. That's a
Follow up here on the OPEC Plus meeting. It was reported earlier that Brazil will be joining OPEC Plus in January. They will not be taking part in these additional 1 million barrel per day cuts that are on top of the rollover of the voluntary cuts from the Saudis and the Russians.
By the way, that LVS is a sweep, not a block. I don't know. It showed as a block on my thing, but now it's showing on the overall flow as a sweep. So it looked like just sweeper activity there, LVS, which makes it a little more bullish. Oh, that's post earnings PSTG Feb 40.
The formal press release now is showing a statement on the board after those two board changes.
Talking about Netflix?
Yesterday, saying they've extended an offer again for trying to meet with the board, but board is turning down Trian's recent request.
Yeah, but we knew that. This morning. But my thing is there's not enough oomph to sell. There's not enough oomph to just,
Now the Disney board is not going to take on Nelson Power's earnings representatives.
Some more adding here, Las Vegas Sands, some December activity. December 22nd, 47s.
Ford CFO speaking to investors at the Barclays conference saying they expect EV prices to equal traditional cars by 2027.
I don't see fucking anything solid here for me to get behind.
Offer board representation directly to shareholders.
There you go. What are you looking at? Okay, so you're still short. All right. There'll be no igniting unless you get the indexes here to really fucking come in.
Executive Albertson's deal saying they remain on track to close the deal in early 2024. For the second time today, hearing from the Fed's Williams saying it's hard to predict where ample reserve levels lie.
I get a
Oh
point.
my
on
God,
it.
can we shut him up?
No one will signal approaching reserve scarcity.
Bank of America at highs here. Anyways, this is trash here for the most part.
Depend on how the economy and inflation.
We got 4 minutes here, and then we'll head over to the room.
His estimation. Repeating that the Fed funds rate is the central bank's primary tool compared to the balance sheet.
Hey, Lucci,
Yeah.
when Chris uses words like ignite,
Yeah.
and he loves to use it to how keyed up is he emotionally when he uses those?
Yeah,
those
he's
words?
very. Yeah, he's
What-
very.
What's the expectation of the outcome when he uses those words? I'm curious more than anything.
He's just very, like, you can tell, like, he's very, like, as soon as something happens, boom, he's like, ah, and then when nothing happens, you don't hear anything.
GlaxoSmithKline CEO.
Alex is saying, I'm gonna sign up just to tell Ron Shero he's a herb. Well, that's good too.
This is known. This is known. This is a known quantity.
We'll take that. Richard Vargas here saying just signed up for trial. We'll see you guys over there. Welcome, bro. Welcome. Remember, this is the whole day of trading here. So, I mean, shit, that VVOS, we were live during that VVOS. That shit was nuts.
Senator Schumer.
Did Chris's boy book profits on that?
Package are
Oh, yeah. He
Nice.
booked, he covered 100,000. I don't know if he's still in. Chris could probably give you an update in the room on that one. All right, guys. SPY here looking weak again. Microsoft here back to doing its thing. Do I like it for short? Nope. But we're going to go over to the room, guys. Take care. They're going to go ahead and leave you up with a screen here that you can use for the getting your butt over to the steam room here. Jabe here, the actual picture, whole picture.
Natural gas inventory data. And this is the time of year to switch over into winter season. The consensus range of expectations anywhere from a draw of 31 billion cubic feet to a build of 7 billion cubic feet. The consensus estimate